trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. Here's a Curry.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And the Milwaukee starting five. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Moncrief in at the two-guard spot. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Rodman. Here's Jordan from deep. Rose drains the triple.
And as he's tried to preserve his body to play a complete season, Rose has begun to lean more on that outside jumper.
Here's Moncrief. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Here's Jordan. Ooh, the turnaround jumper, count it.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Tipped away. Chicago passing it around. Back to Jordan. Here's Gilmore. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Here's Milwaukee. 6-point game. Driving to the basket to end the run. A nice shot by Moncrief. Moncrief's got his second basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Count it.
And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Pass to Baker. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Robertson, guarded by Rose. Shot on the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Here's Jordan. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Moncrief. Here's Robertson. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Pippen. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Baker. Here's Moncrief. 5 points in the game with the fadeaway. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
The fadeaway with no one on him. Looking for style points to go along with the real ones.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Rose, pass to Jordan. Fades. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Jordan's got 8.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
And Milwaukee decides to take their first time out here.
Give it up one more time for Chicago.
1:43 left in the first quarter. Allen outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Rodman. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Here's Jordan. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And Milwaukee has possession. Chicago making their last shot. And slam dunk by Jordan.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. From 18 feet away, and the Bucks miss again.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And they pick up 2.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The Bucks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Allen. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
From deep, Jordan. And so it's Chicago, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And so here is Chicago. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. They've got Derrick Rose, and it's Jordan in at the 2. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Allen can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 21. Here's Pippen, and he goes in for the dunk.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Middleton. The Bulls making their last shot. Antetokounmpo. Allen, left side. Clock at 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot to stop the run. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Pippen, and he drives in. Counted. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Milwaukee has possession. Timeout called, Milwaukee.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Outside Johnson, and there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Robertson. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. Pass to Moncrief. Can they get it? Chicago with a rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now. And there's the lob. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Again, the Bulls score.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Here's Robertson. And Giannis with the jam.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Jordan, the pass to Rodman. They grab their own miss. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. He misses the free throw.
Artis Gilmore taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Robertson, guarded by Rose. Robertson's shot is off. And it's the Bulls' ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Here's Jordan. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Jordan's got 20.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Antetokounmpo outside. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Jordan. Pass to Rodman. Chicago passing it around. He's feeling it. Here's Gilmore. Second chance effort. Nice touch on the bank shot. Gilmore's got 7 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Moncrief, covered by Jordan. A nice shot by Moncrief.
Boy, no one is blocking that shot. Excellent use of the floater.
Now Jordan. 20 points for him. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. A minute 39 left to play in the first half. Robertson's shot is off.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Give it up one more time for your Chicago Bulls.
A minute 29 left in the first half. Here's Robertson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Give him 8 points now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Michael Jordan. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Baker. No points yet. Pass to Robertson. Over to the wing. Here's Moncrief. Here's Robertson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Bulls ball.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Jordan. And there's another one for Chicago.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Moncrief. Here's Robertson. Give him 8 points now. Inside. It's intercepted. Here's Jordan. Tries again. Here's Rodman. And he converts the layup. Rodman's got 8.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Count the basket. 6 points for him.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
From deep, Rose. Oh, and he hit. At the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Bulls opening up a huge gap. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums. They're measuring up the shots.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Chicago Bulls.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. Guys, it appears that everything is going their way so far.
Yeah, it sure is, Ernie. They have to feel great about what they're doing right here. I think it's become clear.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Taking a look at the Bucks. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Baker in at the four-man position. On target from range.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
First team foul.
Here's Robertson. Puts it up from the high post. Again, Milwaukee.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Jordan into the lane. And slam dunk by Jordan.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Robertson. Give him 8 points now. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Baker. Here's Robertson. 4 on the clock. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Rodman. And that one is stuffed right through.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
First team foul. At the line for Chicago, Dennis Rodman. One shot.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Robertson. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 31.
Boy, hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Here's Moncrief, covered by Jordan, to the inside. Here's Robertson, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Bulls on offense. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Vin Baker. Second personal foul.
And the free throw, no good. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Baker got a hand on it. Here's Pippen. And the shot goes. Pippen's got 9.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Baker. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. Robertson's shot is off.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Here's Moncrief. He's got 9. Oh, rejected by Jordan. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
Pass to Baker. Antetokounmpo outside. Off target with the 3. Here are the Bulls with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Gilmore, no good. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's Robertson. He's got 10. Pass to Baker. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo for 3. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Antetokounmpo has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Jordan.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Here's Robertson. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Whoa! And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Baker. They set the pick. Here's Robertson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He has 6. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And again, it's Chicago.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Pass to Baker. Here's Robertson. He's got 10. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the layup is good off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Here's Jordan with the drive. That one goes in.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And they're just not willing to give the ball handlers any breathing room.
Here's Robertson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. He's got 10.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money. You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. And here's Milwaukee now. And it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. They're running. Here's Jordan. Clanks the dunk off the rim.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Pippen, pass to Kukoc. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Robertson. Here's Allen. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Jordan. And it's the Bulls' ball. Shot's good by Kukoc.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Here's Robertson. Allen outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Robertson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Kukoc. And so here is Chicago. They swipe it. Johnson on the wing. Here's Allen. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Well, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Oh, Jordan with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Milwaukee substitution, number 42, Vin Baker.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Allen. There's the block. Jordan high post. Misses the layup. And here's Milwaukee now. Outside Johnson. Pass to Robertson. Allen outside. Clock at 6. Tries a 10-footer. And another miss by Milwaukee.
At some point, you start to think about getting others involved. It has been a...
Gilmore's shot is good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Robertson. Pass to Allen. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Here's Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Baker. For 3, Allen buries it from 3.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Allen's gone a perfect 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Jordan goes in and slam dunk by Jordan.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the big finish by Giannis.
Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor. Got it.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Here's Robertson for 3, Allen. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Here's Jordan. Capitalizes off the crossover. Jordan's got 41.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now Pippen defending. For 3, Allen. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pippen right side. Takes a 3. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And Giannis with the jam.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher. The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for Pippen. Here's Robertson. Antetokounmpo for 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. There's 47 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Sloan. Outside Butler. Chicago passing it around. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 43 points.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Now here's Jordan. Tight defense on him. And here's Butler outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.